Hi to all and welcome to the Twin Flame general reading for the month of March 2018. Now this reading is for all the twin flames that they are not in connection or that they are not in complete fusion yet. This reading might not resonate with everybody, of course. There is so many of you out there, and also, as you well know, each twin flame journey is different from the next. The other thing that I would like to remind you is that at the end of this video you will find the link to the playlist for the other readings for twin flames for the month of March, in which we will look into more details at the divine masculine or the runner dynamic for the month of March. And also you will be able to find the February and January readings there as well, so you can still go and look at those as well, because we are only in the middle of February, and you can check then the January one as well to see if that resonates as well. You see, that is the month that passed already. But let's start very a very interesting reading, something that I wasn't expecting. But let's see. The first question I asked to the energy oracle card was, which kind of energy will be going on about the twin flame connection in the month of March? And here we've got the garden and the gate. For the very first time, this card gave me the opposite feeling of what it usually gives me. So for me, this card, it's showing that in the month of March, for the twin flame connections, it's important that from both sides not to be afraid to leave what we know, even though it might be something that we find comfortable, and open that gate and see what else is out there. So because as you all know, the twin flame journey, it's such, there is nothing that can be compared to that. It's really not to get too comfortable where we are, in whatever situation we are in, at whatever level we are in through our twin flame journey, but to really have the courage to open that gate and to see what else is out there. Because even though the flowers are in the garden where this girl is standing, and there is no flowers there beyond the gate, but the expansion is huge. And who's not to tell that behind that hill there, there is a lot more flowers and a lot more beauty. But let's see. Okay, this reading is structured in a way that I'm going to ask the same question both to the divine masculine, that is the runner, and the divine feminine, that is the chaser. And it doesn't matter which dynamic, if you are a male and you are the chaser, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. When I mention divine feminine, it's the chaser, and when I mention the divine masculine, is the runner, just to make it clear. So whatever side you want to put yourself in, if the answer that I'm getting on that particular side that you are putting yourself into resonates with you, it means that we're after managing to tap in to the energy of your runner as well, and then we can see what's happening. But let's see, the first question I asked was, what is the divine masculine thinking about his divine feminine in the month of March? And here we've got the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, the divine masculine, is really thinking of creating something stable with his divine feminine. Is still at the stage where he is or she is kind of making project, but it's still all in the head. It's not something that he's brought in already, even though what he's working on, or what she's working on, it's something stable. So there is a great progression since January of what is going on within the runner dynamic in connection with his divine partner. But let's see instead what is going on in the mind of the divine feminine or the chaser in the month of March about her divine counterpart. And here we've got the Four of Cups. And as soon as I pulled these cards, you know, it looks like as if the divine masculine is going through, is following what he started already, and is keep progressing, while the divine feminine all of a sudden was doing huge strides. And now in the month of March is like as if there is again this feeling that I'm getting of going back, taking a little step back, because with what he's thinking about our divine masculine here, it's going back and thinking about all the things that went wrong and the things that hurt her, and looking back and say, oh my God, why did he refuse me? Why did this didn't work out? It's like going back in a kind of a negative loophole. And you know, remember that it's if you are in this journey, you came so far, you became so strong, divine feminine. Please don't go back into this. Of course, it's always your decision then, if you want to stay on this path or if you want to completely bounce off it. You know, nobody's telling you what to do. But if you want to keep going, please come out of this energy of the Four of Cups. But let's see what is the divine masculine feeling about the divine feminine. And here we've got the Chariot. And I'm sure, I'm just going by memory, but I am pretty sure that the divine masculine had this particular card for the month of February in what he was thinking of doing. So start coming towards his divine feminine, because the two horses are facing the line of the divine feminine, even though he's still looking straight. But this is after coming up from what he wanted to do up to his feelings for his divine feminine. So we have got this, you know, there is nothing stronger than when we feel something very deeply. So I strongly sense that with the combination of these two cards of what he wants to do, or what he's thinking about his divine feminine, so the Ace of Pentacles, that also means that he sees his divine feminine as someone that he can really ground and build something with. And the fact that he's feeling this Chariot, this movement towards his divine feminine is very, very, you know, promising. But let's see what is the divine feminine thinking. And here we've got the Six of Swords. Here again we've got the card of movement. So the two sides, divine masculine and divine feminine, are mirroring each other for what feelings is concerned. But for what I'm sensing is that for some of you, because of the Four of Cups, thinking about all of the negativity that went on in the relationship, some of you might be feeling, is this really worth it? You know, will I move away altogether from this? I'm tired. And then instead, for some of you, it could very well be that you're saying, no, you know, I went through so much, sticking through this. Now I am going to move away from this negative thought patterns, as I said before. This could also mean, because you're mirroring each other, that the two of you want to meet physically. And I sense that for some of you, you will be meeting in the month of March. There will be a physical meeting of the two of you. But let's see what does the divine masculine or the runner is thinking of doing in the month of March. And here we've got the Tower card. Don't be afraid of the Tower, because you remember, you always have to read each card also in sequence with the rest of them. And what this tells me is that the divine masculine really wants to bring a shocker. Do something that you would never expect. And I strongly sense that this could very much happen when this meeting, this physical meeting, is going to happen in the month of March for some of you. Or if not, during then, he's thinking of really saying something or doing something that you would never expect. And I wanted to give you a clarifier for that, just to make sure to reassure you. And the clarifier that came up is the Star. Healing. So whatever the divine masculine he's going to do that is going to be so unexpected in the month of March is going to bring healing. And it's also going to bring hope again to this connection. So very, very beautiful. But let's see instead the Divine Feminine. What is she thinking of doing? And here we've got the Judgment card. And this gives me very much the idea that whatever at the conscious level or at the subconscious level, whatever you're aware of it or not, it's like as if your soul and their souls are talking and they're making plans for all of this. Because here we've got, you know, the Judgment card. The Judgment card, it's you deciding to listen in the month of March of what he has to say and listen to your intuition and deciding to give it a second chance. And I think that that would happen when, you know, that Tower moment is going to come to bring healing again in the relationship. And I strongly, strongly sense that you are connecting. Now in the month of March, there is going to be a connection at an etheric level that is much stronger than you've always felt. But let's see what is the energy that keeps, you know, between the two of you. What is the common energy in the month of March for both? And here we've got the happy monkey, but it's upside down. The happy monkey is taking nothing seriously, being really kind of blasé about things. But here we're in reverse. Both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are going to take this opportunity that is going to come up in March very seriously. And even before this manifests, this opportunity manifests in the real, you know, in reality, the thoughts, the feeling and everything are now from both sides taken very seriously. And I know that the chaser has been doing that since they met their counterpart. But now it's equal. Now it's an equal feeling of this is something serious. You know, this is something that's a big deal. That's the biggest deal that we will ever have to go through. But let's see, what is the universe saying? How to proceed better with this energy? And here we've got proceeding softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So I strongly sense that this is a message for the Divine Feminine or the Chaser. If you're feeling a bit down, if you're feeling tired or whatever, just really go within, relax. And also listen to your intuition and listen to the messages. Look at the messages, because your Divine Masculine, as I said, I sense that the two of you at the moment are really much connecting on the etheric plane. And then the last card from the Whisper of Love is ask for help. What is it that you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. And for me, this talks for both, because the Divine Masculine really will need all of the strength and all of the power and all of the courage to bring this Tower moment because of the past action, and so that they can bring in the healing with the Star card. And from the Divine Feminine side, you know, if you're having a moment of discomfort, ask for help to your friends, to somebody who understands that, or to your angel and guides. They're always there. So this is the reading for the general reading for you twin flames for the month of March. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe if you did. Don't forget to leave any comment. If you would like a private reading with me, I will put all of the details in the comment box below. And please don't forget to click on the link for the playlist for the twin flames, where you will find the other reading for March, where we are looking very deeply into the Divine Masculine or the runner, you know, what's going on with them. And you will find the February one and the January ones as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.